So today's video is going to be about soap making. I've had eczema pretty much on and off my entire life, and it gets very bad if I'm not taking care of it, or if I'm if something is triggering. Last year when the pandemic hit, we were basically, we didn't know what the heck was going on. Okay, I wasn't always the best with my skincare and using the right types of things. So for instance, like hand sanitizer. Any of you guys remember at that time there was at one point like a shortage of hand sanitizer. We pretty much were using what we could get, right? So in my case, that's what was going on, and I was sanitizing everything. I was sanitizing my hands before I put it into latex gloves, and then putting sanitizer on top of the latex gloves, on my cell phone, man, on everything. My food, I wasn't putting it in my food. I probably was a little bit OCD about hand sanitizer last year, as many people probably were, as well as washing my hands. Like, it was really like obsessive. Like, I wasn't playing, okay? In addition to washing my hands like so much and using the wrong types of hand sanitizer, I also was using the wrong type of soap. If you wash your hands so much, even, I believe, honestly, this is just my opinion, even if you use the quote-unquote right type of soap, if you don't moisturize your skin enough, like, I feel like if you're not balancing it out, because when you wash your skin, you're basically getting, you're stripping your skin away from that moisture. You need to be finding ways to replenish your skin after you dry it out, basically, because when you wash your hands or you put hand sanitizer on it, it's basically drying it out. I started trying different products that are basically in the more holistic, natural sphere of things, and a lot of their soaps and stuff is a little bit expensive. There's one bar of soap in particular, and I forget the name, and it could be because it was like CBD, but it was like $12 a soap, a bar of soap. It was like for like $12, and I was buying it like constantly for like twice a month. I'm buying that, if not more. I was buying that soap, and the soap was pretty small. It was like an oval shape, and it's like really small, and I'm just like, hey, okay, just for soap. And you buy a bar of soap that's what, Dial or Dove, it's cheaper than that. Usually you can get like a whole pack for $12, right? But this one bar of soap is that because of the stuff that's in it. So I started experimenting with other products online, like Amazon. I mean, stuff on there is expensive. I found a body wash that I recently bought and just finished too, and I paid like $16-17 for just a standard size body wash. And it's the body wash just geared towards eczema and like skin problems and stuff like that. Yeah, think, what if like suddenly like aliens come down from planet blah blah blah, and like they take like all the soap? What are you gonna do? How you gonna clean yourself? It's ever just like a weird crazy shortage in soap, and it's honestly not far-fetched, because the way people were just like taking the toilet paper and just hoarding it last year. Having some extra soap around your house for you and your family is not gonna hurt, honestly, if you know how to do it. Perfect, right? So if the stores ever decided to shut down, or if they all of a sudden ran out because everybody bought all the soaps, or if aliens came down and they just decided to take all the soaps, you got your own soap. In addition to it just being more cost efficient and saving money, I can control what goes into these soaps, right? I can control the ingredients. I can experiment with the different oils and herbs and butters and things like that. I research and figure out, okay, what is good for this particular thing, or what can help me in this area, you know what I'm saying? And versus like you go to the store and you just trust that this person is ethical, or that this person actually cares, and that they're not putting harmful substances or chemicals into their product, because you're putting them onto your skin. When we put products on, like lotions and body butters and soap and body washes, those things get absorbed through our skin, and they go into our bloodstream. So that's something else to think about, and I try to remind myself that as well when I try to go for that Bath and Body Works. what basically pushed me into making my own soaps. I'm still perfecting it, you know, I'm still learning and testing things out for my body. And you know, you can do this as well and test things out for your needs or for your kids' needs. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and start this tutorial, and please like and subscribe, and if you have any questions or feedback, go ahead and leave it in the comment section below.
Lavender soap. Alright, so the first ingredient that I'm going to use for this soap is this shea butter soap base. You can use whatever kind you like, but I do like using this one. I'm also going to use this coloring powder, and it's dark purple. Next, I'm going to use this organic lavender herb and I'm also going to use some organic lavender oil. You can use whatever oil you like, just make sure that it's for the skin and not just simply aromatherapy. I'm also going to use this hemp seed oil. This is really good for the skin as well. And next, I have my chamomile oil. Don't laugh at me because it's like really ugly, but look, it got the job done. I infused this oil myself, and you can use whatever infused oil that you have made. I'm also going to use castor oil for this one. Castor oil will help it to lather better. I'm going to be using organic mango butter, and you can use whatever butter you want. And lastly, we can't forget the soap molds. I got these from Amazon. I got a 3-pack for only $6.99, so it's a super good deal. Definitely check this out on Amazon. All right, so now we're gonna just start off by cutting the soap. You can place this big chunky block in the pot if you want, or in the microwave, but it melts down better and faster this way when you cut it up into chunks. So I would suggest definitely cutting it down. And once you have your soap chunks all cut up, go ahead and put them in a bowl to the side so we can proceed to the next step. Okay, so next we're going to go ahead and put it into our pot. You can use the double boiler method, or you can put it in the microwave, but I don't really want to use a microwave on something that's supposed to be going on my skin or being, you know, natural. So I'm just going to use this method of just putting it straight into my pot. I just use this pot for like all of my like skincare stuff, like for my personal use. So no food is being cooked in this or anything. So you want to put it on medium high. Like I kind of go between medium low and medium high. Just kind of watch, you know, how your soap is melting down. It just depends on the type of stove top that you have. So just make sure you watch it because you do not want the soap to burn. All right, so finally our soap chunks are all melted down for the most part. I had like a few clumps in there, so before it melts down completely, if I have any butter that I want to add to it, I just add it in there before the soap just completely just melts. So that way it gives the butter enough time to melt as well, and then the soap isn't like super like overheating and, you know, it doesn't burn. All right, so we're going to go ahead and add in the castor oil. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some of my chamomile infused oil. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some hemp seed oil. Then go ahead and add your lavender oil. You can put as many drops that you would like. If you want it to smell like, pretty strong, then, put a good amount, but it's totally up to you. And now I'm about to add in my purple coloring powder. This is totally optional. You don't have to use anything for coloring. Actually, if you leave out the coloring, it might be even healthier and even more natural for you. But, I do like purple, and, why not make a purple soap? All right, now it's time for the fun part, putting the soap in the molds. So first I'm going to start off by just placing a small amount of herbs into each of the soap beds. I don't know if that's what they're called, but I call them soap beds. All right, so I'm just giving it one last stir, just checking in on it, and it looks like it's good to go. So let's go ahead and just pour it into the soap molds or soap beds, whatever you want to call it. And just be careful. Don't be like me and try to rush and stuff like that. Like, take your time with it, because this stuff can get messy. And then on top of that, like, it does dry pretty fast. Like, look at that mess I made up there. Like, I just need to slow down. All right, our soap babies are all in their beds asleep. So go ahead and put this to the side, and we're going to go ahead and make our second type of natural soap. Vanilla herbal soap. All right, so for this type of soap, you're going to use the same soap base, the Shea Butter by Our Earth's Secrets. You're going to need some castor oil. You're going to need some vanilla essential oil for the aroma. So just like in the first tutorial and first soap version, we're going to need some body butter. So I'm going to use this Ultimate Body Butter. It has mango butter, it has shea butter, cocoa butter, like every butter you can think of is in here. So grab yourself your favorite butter. And you're going to need some coconut oil. You're going to need organic hemp seed oil. And the herbs that I used are organic rose petals as well as organic dried lemon balm. So for this time around, I'm not going to do a voiceover because it's literally like the same process as in the earlier tutorial. So I'll just let you guys be and just watch on until we get to adding the actual ingredients into the pot. So I will come back in a minute. All right, so it looks like our lumpies are almost gone. So I'm going to go ahead and stir in my body butter. So again, I am using the Ultimate Body Butter, and that actually is like way too much to put in there. So you see me on the side there, just kind of cutting it down just a little bit. All right, so once you put that in there, just periodically watch it and stir it. And once it stirs down, go ahead and add your castor oil. All right, next we're going to go ahead and add coconut oil and hemp seed oil. All right, again, the fun part, putting the herbs in their little bed. So this part is optional, but it can be used, just to give it an extra like medicinal effect, to the soap, or it can also be used like somewhat as like an exfoliant when you add like, herbs and stuff to the soaps once it kind of like sits at the bottom. So yeah, as you see here, I'm just pouring in the soap molds. All right, so once I have all of these filled, I'm just going to put it to the side with the other soaps and come back in the morning. All right, so these are how all of the soaps came out directly from the molds. I'm pretty satisfied with them. Yes, the bottom does look pretty bubbly, but like I said, it's for personal use, so I don't mind. But if anybody does have any tips out there for as far as like getting the bubbles like to smooth out, please leave it in the comment section below. I really like this herbal vanilla bar. It smelled really nice and feels nice and creamy onto my body, so thumbs up for both of these.
Alright guys, so I'm going to show you how it lathers. I just wet it up just a little bit, and you can already see the bubbles coming up just by going like that. So I'm just going to put it under the water for you, just get it started. And you see, look at the sudsy bubbles. And it's sudsy. Yeah. Look at that. And there you have it. Your own soap with your own ingredients in it. The lemon balm is popping out quite nicely, which can definitely add an exfoliant factor for you. And there's also one at the back. I also want to do it for another video, clear soap, but this is how it looks, you guys. So thank you so much for watching.
All right, you guys, as usual, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. If you have any comments, leave them down below. Any feedback, any tips, I'm willing and open to listen. And thank you so much to my subscribers. I will talk to you guys next time. Go clean yourself.